Hey everybody, John Sposato and Sharon Coffini here for the entire Arizona Home Group.
And we're here with the November market report.
You got it. All right, well, first things first, everyone is finally done with the elections.
Yes, finally. And
all the races have been called, and whether you are happy or not, you must be happy that at least those commercials are over.
yeah, something to look forward to. No more phone calls and text messages.
Yeah,
Yay.
it's been really brutal.
Yes.
All right, so it's November, and where are we now with the market? Everyone wants to know what's going on in the market. Well, the bottom line is, we are now officially fully in a buyer's market. That may not seem like breaking news, right? Because most of the cities have been in buyer markets the rest of the year, but that hasn't been the case in the luxury market.
No, the luxury market has been holding steady, and that's been sort of propping up the market for us, and we're now seeing that change.
Yeah, now all the cities in the valley are now below a 90 on the Comfort Index, which means that we're officially in a buyer's market for the entire Phoenix metro area. Despite the fact that it's a buyer's market, and that means there's less demand, the good news actually is that inventory has actually been coming down the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and as we head into 2023, if inventory stays low and does not surge like it did in 2008, then our prices should not be dropping like crazy like they did in the last housing crisis, or as some people have predicted this year.
Yeah, basic supply and demand says if inventory stays low but demand stays low, that prices are going to hold up.
And speaking of demand, even though we've seen a slight uptick in houses going under contract week over week, the trend has been downward for the past 6 to 8 weeks. We have almost 6,300 homes going under contract this week, where compared to last year, there was 11,000.
Yeah, and we'll see if that continues. It's been a little bit of an uptake that would be great, and maybe with the snowbirds coming to town, who are a lot of cash buyers who aren't really affected by interest rates, maybe we'll see a typical seasonal uptick as we head into the holidays. All right, so let's get a little deeper with interest rates, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the 600-pound gorilla in the room, which is basically the Fed that's controlling this housing market with trying to really stamp down on inflation.
Yeah, interest rates really started to rise very sharply in June. They settled a little bit in July, but then they've been on a slow and steady increase since then. They've actually, for the most part, flattened out the last couple weeks, but today's 30-year fixed rate is 7.35%, which is the highest it's been in a very long time. In the whole 20 years I've been in real estate, they've never been that high.
Yeah, and you got to remember that with every 1% interest rate increase, that reduces your buying power by 10%.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So this, coupled with the housing appreciation of 35 to 40% over the last 2 years, has made home prices really unaffordable for some.
Yeah, a lot of people just can't swing the payments anymore. It's plain and simple.
And this, of course, has led to a decrease in new home construction. In the spring, there were waiting lines, lotteries, people were camping out overnight, and that has all come to a grinding halt.
Yeah, now those builders are reaching out to the realtors again, advertising on social and emails all the time now.
Yeah, increasing those commissions from nothing to now 4%.
Yeah, but as we spoke earlier, if this decrease in new construction keeps up, it will keep the inventory low, which, as we said earlier, basic economics 101 will keep the prices higher.
Right, then we won't be seeing those prices tank.
All right, so in the end, keeping with our November thankful theme, I think we have a lot to be thankful here in the Phoenix real estate market. We are still in the Sunshine State, and people are still retiring down here.
Yes.
That's not going to change.
And there's going to be over 2 million baby boomers retiring every year for the next decade, and they're going to be moving to states like Arizona, Texas, and Florida.
And finally, the Arizona economy is still really on fire. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just so much growth in the commercial side. A lot of companies building large complexes and factories, bringing a ton of employees in. I mean, it's really keeps moving.
It is. Unemployment is lower than the national average here in Arizona, and high-tech wages have gone up dramatically since COVID.
Yeah, and despite the increase in housing affordability here in the last couple of years, it still remains very affordable in a very tax-friendly state for companies and their employees.
Yeah, especially compared to some of the other highly desirable areas to live.
Yeah, like California,
Yes.
and the West Coast. It's much more expensive still than here it is in Phoenix.
Absolutely.
All right, on behalf of the entire Arizona Home Group, thanks for tuning in. Hoping you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving season.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification to get more videos like this. Bye.
Hey everybody, John Sposato and Sharon Coffini, Arizona Home Group. That's a blooper, save that one. And they're working really hard to kill the housing market. I'm sorry.